2 weeks off, so it's more than enough to recover. I feel actually more in shape than taking a whole summer off. Not competitive games, so I don't have no complaints. All good with my body, ready to go.
Welcome back, guys. Julian, what has the coaching staff's message, if anything, been to knowing that they added a bunch of depth and competition to the bench?
I mean, they just told me that, it's an open competition, and obviously there's a lot of great guys fighting for minutes, but at the end of the day, I'm just happy that, we got a lot of depth on this roster, and there's a lot of guys that we can trust to go out there and make plays on a nightly basis.
Jonas, welcome to Denver. What excites you about playing for this Nuggets team? And then David Allen in his media availability said, yes, you will play alongside Julio, which you would like to try out 2 centers at the same time. What do you think of that, and does that interest you?
Well, the biggest thing that excites me is opportunity to win. At my age, I gotta put everything to winning. I don't need to improve. I don't need to, impress somebody. I want to win. I want to do everything to win a chip. To go all the way. So I'm here to do whatever my role takes. I'm ready to do it, and we have a great opportunity to do this. So we just gotta dive in, all of us.
But specifically about playing with 2 centers, it's odd, it's unique. Is that something that intrigues you?
I'm just trying to see who's going to be 4.
There's obviously a lot of stories this summer about your Rangers overseas, and sometimes the stories can be exaggerated. We don't know exactly what's going on. How do you know how much you're aware of it? Is there anything you kind of want to clarify about your position as far as being here, your decision to be with the Nuggets?
One thing I want to clarify is I'm here. I'm happy to be here, and I'm going to dive in to do everything to win more games than ever. So I think we're in a great opportunity to compete for the highest level, and it's a lot of work to do. Training camp starts tomorrow, so we have a lot of stuff to do, a lot of X and O's to clarify, but we're capable. We have a great group of guys, individually, strong individually, and I think we are capable to do as a team, because in my opinion, team wins. It's not individual sport, it's a team sport. So we have great chemistry, and we're going to go forward.
Just to follow up on that, if there was any hesitation after the trade for you, I don't know if there was, you can clarify if there was not, but what was that hesitation, and how did you kind of get to the point where you were comfortable and happy to,
Well, I think just being here, I'm comfortable and I'm happy. If I'm not happy, I'm not going to be here, right? So I think we got to put everything behind us, because it was history. Now we have a future in front of us. We gotta do our jobs to make this future even brighter.
In fact, Julian, we saw you this summer. You said you were spending the entire summer in Denver, most of it. So how beneficial was that for you? And then, do you have, because Cam Johnson asked about a number of games, like a goal for a number of games, and obviously we went from 50 to 65 last year, but it's 7 every year. How many games are maybe for playing?
I want to be available for all 82. That's my goal. I'm feeling really healthy. My body's feeling good. And I think the summer in Denver is beneficial. Just learning Coach Adams, all his little nuances and things that he wants to do in the offense. Trying to learn new names and terminology, all that type of stuff. So it was a big summer for me, and I'm ready to go out there and do whatever I can to help us win.
Jonas, kind of telling the Jokic interview, I didn't get a question. Coach Adams also said he wants to push the limits of what he can be on the court as a player. And I wonder how exciting is that to know a coach wants to expand your game to do more than him?
Well, I think winning is you got to put extra steps towards winning. It's just average is not going to be enough. Good is not going to be enough. You gotta put something extra, something more towards the winning. So we're gonna work with the coach. Whatever he sees me doing on the court, whatever he wants me to do on the court. We gotta all believe in the system, in our group, and move forward. You know, as I said earlier, it's a team sport. You know, we got to sacrifice something to be successful, more successful as a team.
This question for Jonas, I want to take you back for a moment. When you were growing up, were you always a tall fellow? And when did you realize that you were going to be bigger than the average bear?
Way back in the memories, right? I don't know. I've always been tall. You know, now I'm bigger on a weight scale. So yeah, I've always been tall. You know, as a kid growing up, I've been tallest in the class, tallest around my same age guys. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to answer this question.
Last year after your injury, it was hard for you to kind of break back into the rotation. Then you had that breakout game to kind of keep the season alive. I wonder if your conversation been like with David about what your role is going to be or what you're expecting in terms of playing time.
I mean, those are conversations we didn't have, and those are ultimately things that will be decided, you know, once the season come around, you know, after we get through camp and everything, you know. Right now we just focus on getting everybody on the court, getting everybody acclimated to playing with each other. So I feel like, you know, my individual, that's just something that we'll deal with when the time is right. I feel like all that stuff is still up there at this point.
Question for Jonas. I know you said your emphasis is on winning. From the outside looking in, I think a lot of people are excited about an element of toughness that you may bring to the team. Are we speaking for you, or what is it specifically that you feel like you can bring to the team that would add value?
Well, the toughness, you know, you said it. You know, I never back down from the contact. I never back down from, you know, physical fight. So, you know, also we gotta see how our game plan is. You know, how we gonna operate on the court. What the coach wants us to do. You know, me specifically. So I'm here to bring my A game. So yeah, toughness is the probably most developed skills of me.
Jonas, between Memphis, New Orleans, and Sacramento the last couple of years, you played against this team quite a bit. What's something that you see from the outside that really excites you about joining this new way and style that they play?
So I can acclimate to the altitude, not be tired anymore. I'm joking. Well, this group been phenomenal the number of the years. You know, winning the championship. You know, that tells a lot about this group. You know, and I think the core is still here. So why not roll the sleeves and do it again? So that's what excites me the most. You know, as I said earlier, you know, winning is everything for me right now. So if I can have a chance to do it, let's do it.
Jonas, this system that Denver plays obviously is based a lot around Nicole's passing. Your passing has always been underrated and has improved over the course of these last couple of weeks, or last couple of years, excuse me. Just where do you think that is as a part of your game, and where do you think you can add to the passing of the team at the big man spot?
Well, if I can see it, I'll try to pass it. You know, sometimes I don't see it, so I'm not going to try to pass it. So easy as that. You know, passing is its ability of passing, and also having a connection between the guys. You know, knowing where the guy going to be. You know, how is your teammate operates. You know, scouting your teammates. Same as setting the screens. Same as, you know, even rebounding. You know, you scout those things, and yeah, put everything together. You know, I'll try to do my best job because I can.
Jonas, you came here to the NBA as a young man of 20 years old. Here you are, 1,000 games and more than a dozen years later. Did you expect to have the career you had as a 20-year-old? And what have you learned what makes a team look good during that?
Well, when I was 20 years old, am I expected to be here after 13 years? Probably not, but by hard work, dedication, sometimes putting everything aside and being a gym, being locked in. So that takes a lot, but here I am, and I'm excited to go again. My 14th season to jump in and be in probably the best situation I ever had to win a championship. What did I learn over those years? Probably that's a team sport. I learned that that's a team sport, and sometimes you got to put your ego aside and put your everything aside to be successful. Sometimes you need to support your teammate more than you can support yourself. So those little things comes in together for the good teams, for the teams who's seeking to be the best. So sometimes you don't play, but you got to be most loudest guy on the bench and support your teammates. So that's what takes. That's what winning takes.
Jonas, what is your personal relationship, man to man, like with Nicole? Just kind of a different guy. And when you guys talk, there's no controlled outlets. You guys talk, so what you talk about?
Well, I think we're gonna have many conversations this year, and we're gonna have a lot of talk about everything. So we just yeah, we know each other, but we never been on the same team. We never shared the locker room. We never been close day-to-day basis. It's like a family member right now. So I think we're gonna have more conversations in the future.
Julian, what can you tell us about Jared Dudley, JJ Barea, Rodney Mills, all the new coaches in the building and stuff? What are they doing?
It's been amazing to have those minds in there, especially them, being former great players and guys that played in the league and been in a lot of environments and been through a lot of things. So, as a young player, I'm trying to be a sponge around them and, soak up as much knowledge as I can and just pick their brains, They didn't see so much. They're players that I watched when I was a kid and seen on TV. So it's cool to, be able to be coached by them and have opportunity to, have deeper conversations.